Welcome to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Coburn. In today's episode, we're talking about Tulane quarterback Michael Pratt in terms of his production profile. We're going to look at who he kind of compares to, so stay tuned until the end of the video where we're going to look at some NFL comparisons for him based on his production data in college. But Pratt was first team All AAC in 2023 and second team All AAC in 2022. Very impressive profile overall based on, from a data perspective, from somebody who does a lot of stuff that I do. But let's get to his data. So first off, looking at his mobile quarterback score. This score takes a look at different production traits in terms of yards per touch and those different kinds of things. And looking at his mobile quarterback score, he was very impressive. He was way in there in terms of the high 90 to 80 percentile in terms of his mobile quarterback score. And when you look at the averages at the position, the average All-Pro, Pro Bowl, and starter area, he pretty much hits all those numbers that you're looking for in terms of mobile quarterback. When you look at his quarterback score, so this takes a look at passing efficiency. So taking a look at like touchdown and reception ratio, completion percentage, Michael Pratt tested pretty well in this area as well. He had a 79 percentile BQS or best quarterback production score, and his CQS or career quarterback production score was 58 out of 100. Not the most impressive CQS compared to his BQS, but it's a pretty good data profile overall. When you get to his comparisons, which this is the thing I kind of teased a little bit at the very beginning of the video, these are all the quarterbacks that he tested closest to based on his overall data. So adjusting for his MEAV, which is his expected approximate value for a mobile quarterback, he had a 50, it was basically in the 50 percentile in terms of that particular area. And these are all the quarterbacks that tested most similar to him, who also had 80 to 90 percentile mobile quarterback scores. You had guys like Ryan Tannehill, Andy Dalton, Michael Bishop, Will Levis, Chandler Harnish, guys like that. So essentially, Michael Pratt has the production profile of Andy Dalton, of a Ryan Tannehill, in many ways. Differences being is that Tannehill and Dalton were slightly better in terms of their career quarterback production, in terms of touchdown, reception ratio, completion percentage. But this is still a pretty good area for Michael Pratt to be. And it kind of alludes to the fact that this particular draft class has a lot of different quarterbacks that are pretty decent on paper. You got guys like J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams. We're probably on the high end of the perspective. And then you have Jaden Daniels and Drake May that are kind of in that mid area. And then you have all the other guys like Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., Spencer Rattler, Jordan Travis, who's also on this list. And then you have Michael Pratt. Michael Pratt is essentially a quarterback who has about as much potential to be that sort of mid-tier quarterback in this particular draft class compared to other guys in this class. And it wouldn't surprise me if Michael Pratt became a long-term starter on a team because of his production traits that he's put up thus far. Now, he's still a risky prospect because of his level of competition, but there still are some positives for him. So in terms of overall outlook for Michael Pratt, he profiles as a backup to long-term starter based on his data. He has a good data profile, but his level of competition limits his upside potential. There are quarterbacks like Andy Dalton who would be considered the upside you could see with Pratt. However, he's still a risky prospect. But when you take a guy like this in day 3, the risk is already built in, when you're taking a guy that low. So from that perspective, I think that's a good quarterback prospect in many different ways. With all that stuff out of the way, check out my other videos up above. You can kind of check out different things here and there to kind of check out. Also, become a Patreon subscriber, patreon.com/jcoburn, where I'm going to be posting videos early, and also lots of different data stuff is on there on a daily basis. I try to get something on there every day for you guys to see. So make sure you join my Patreon page. Also check out my formerly known as Twitter account @Geometrics, another place where there's insightful information there as well. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the show out a lot when you do that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.